Cheap and cheerful, and also tasty, fast, and convenient. That's what stewed meat, Tushenka, is all about. Everyone has come across canned meat in tin cans, and its production is technologically complex. After all, it is necessary to follow the recipe and sanitary standards. For any citizen of post-Soviet countries, Tushenka will always remain a special symbol. It was exactly what tourists ate by the campfire. It was the main meat component of any ration pack, the most affordable and widespread meat delicacy that could be bought in a grocery store. And even now, Tushenka does not give up its positions. So how do they make this well-known food product? Welcome to the Canned Meat Production Workshop. Actually, Tushenka as a canned food is a French invention. They were the very first to think of subjecting meat to thermal processing to destroy all microbes in it, and then packing it into airtight cans. As a result, the taste of the meat was preserved. There were no extra additives, and the canned food could be stored for years. By the way, it is precisely because of Tushenka's ability to be stored for a very long time that it is used in many countries as emergency, untouchable strategic reserves. In addition, these canned foods are included in the dry rations of military personnel. It all starts here. Dozens of people with knives manually trim the excess from pieces of meat. This process is called deboning and trimming, zhilovka. By the way, the raw material arrives at the production line frozen and already without bones. It goes completely through the trimming process, where the fat, sinews, and connective tissue are separated. All of this is cut out, and the clean meat is sent for portioning. Next, along the conveyor, the meat is sent to a large meat grinder like this, which cuts the raw material into small pieces. Chopped beef is placed into containers of 200 kilograms each. Then onion, pepper, bay leaf, and salt are added to the meat. All ingredients are mixed in a large blender like this. By the way, 200 kilograms of raw material, as well as spices, are mixed in the apparatus in 2.5 minutes. Next, the mixed raw material is fed into the dispenser. It is this equipment that fills the metal cans with the meat component. It happens like this. The meat is fed into an auxiliary container, from where it gets into the can with the help of air. Moreover, the dispenser itself regulates the amount of raw material, 325 grams each. The weighmaster checks the weight of each can manually on a scale. After filling, the future canned goods are sent along the conveyor belt for hermetic sealing. In other words, the cans will be rolled and sealed. The operator loads lids into the lid magazine, which are automatically fed onto each can. The automatic seaming machine spins the can and seals the lids. The next stage of production is a shower for the canned goods. The cans filled with meat and sealed move along the conveyor into this apparatus. It washes the containers to remove excess fat. Next, which is quite important, the cans are placed on carts in a specific order. This is necessary for the next stage, sterilization, so that the steam is distributed evenly. The sterilization process takes place in the autoclave. During this, the steam pressure rises over the course of 15 minutes, and in 20 minutes, the steam builds up to 120 degrees. And for an hour at these 120 degrees, our canned goods are sterilized. In the process, all microbes are destroyed, and the production is considered sterilized and ready for consumption. The Tushenka is practically ready. All that's left is to apply the label. This is done on special equipment, where the cans are fed along a belt. The machine has a built-in label-feeding magazine and motion sensors. They trigger for each container. The nozzle applies glue, and the label is pasted onto the can. Next comes the turn for packaging. 36 cans fit into one box, which, in turn, is wrapped in polyethylene. But that's not all yet. Before reaching our table, the Tushenka is stored in the warehouse for 11 days. It is during this time that the laboratory checks the quality of the finished product. And after the canned food has been produced, we select canned samples on the same day. Over the course of exactly 12 days, there is a check for microbiological stability. That is, for 5 days, the canned goods are set aside. For incubation, thermostating. After that, the canned goods are removed from the incubator, left to stand for a day at room temperature. Inoculation is performed, and the culture is also incubated in the incubator. And after that, they already look at the result. Meaning, whether commercial sterility exists there. If everything is, like, fine, we issue a report, and the product goes to sales. Per day here, at the Uralsk enterprise Kublei, they produce 60,000 cans of domestic canned meat. We try to develop our own production. We actively invest in our own production. We purchase equipment. As of today, there are a lot of entrepreneurship support programs. We actively participate in these programs. We try to make our contribution to the development of Kazakhstan. We are considered one of the large export-oriented enterprises. Our products are in demand not only in the domestic market, but also within the customs union. We export to Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Afghanistan. We try to focus on national dishes, that is, beshbamak, kazi, shuzhuk. We also mastered quite recently. This is the production of sprats. We have not only meat products, we have ready-made meals, fruit and vegetable group, canned fish. That is, those types of products that are highly in demand here in the post-Soviet space. Of course, in terms of taste, Tushenka cannot compare with freshly prepared beef, but that's a matter of taste. By the way, the energy value of canned food is higher than that of meat, since they do not contain bones, tendons, and cartilage. Therefore, domestic Tushenka is so indispensable in hikes and trips when easily digestible protein is needed. Buy a quality product made in Kazakhstan.
Thank you.